Hello everyone, I'm Steve. Welcome to the channel. I don't know if I'm gonna put this up as a walk in the Spirit. It's kind of in the format of a walk in the Spirit, but I'm not going to be preaching or teaching today. If you've seen the title of this video, it is, What Should You Watch? Probably 200 or more of you have come to my channel from coming all the way from Uptime. Even today, Bob from End Times and Visions, he has reposted the video of me speaking about the gospel of the kingdom. So probably even more are coming. If you are new and have not subscribed, please subscribe. But I'm here to share with you, because many of you have asked, what videos should you watch if you're new to my channel? Now I have 3 years of videos or more, 500 and some videos. So you might want to ask, where would you like to start? So I'm going to point you to the first video that was for a long time the biggest, most important video of my channel. I would say it's probably number 3 now, but it is still probably the most video I've pointed to, because I point to videos up here. In this video right here is believing versus being born again. I believe the newest version is version 2. I link to other videos within a video often. So I refer to people to certain videos that will correspond with a teaching in the video I'm talking about. And that video is amazing. Once again, it's probably the 3rd most important video I made, and definitely the most one I've referred to people see. So see that video, believing versus being born again. I myself was in the Lutheran church, was not born again. I didn't even know about the born experience. I didn't even know what about being born again was. I probably heard the term, but never pursued it, okay? But there was a time in my life, I was about 8 years old, I was in the church, and I was praying the Nicene Creed, or the Apostles' Creed, and I prayed it in my heart, and I believed Jesus died for my sin. And I received that salvation. Now, the video isn't going to be pushing the teaching based upon my experience, but I want to share with you that was my experience. In that video, I will give you many scriptures that talk about the difference between being saved and being born again. Please see that video for more. Now, a recent video, and I think it's probably the second most important video I've made, is my video about being in Christ. In this video, I go into greater detail discussing what it means just to be saved and being in Christ. Now, I've considered making a video, what's the difference between being born again and being in Christ? Well, when you're born again, you're just starting being in Christ. So it's a technical difference. Once you're in Christ, you can continue to grow in Christ. Once you're born again, it's happened, but you're at the beginning of process of being in Christ. But to understand what it is to be in Christ and be saved, it's a greater distinction, a greater clarity than just being born again. Please see that video right here. It was a table in the wilderness, being in Christ. See that video for more. A very recent video, probably 2 weeks old. That's it. Check out that video. Now, the most important video I've ever made is the gospel of the kingdom. And many of you have went and searched my channel and watched version 1. And I've explained in that last video, you should check my description before watching a video to see if you're not watching an outdated one. Now, the first version is good. There's nothing wrong with it, but there's more revelation, and it's much newer if you see the new one. And I made it this spring. To see my video, The Gospel of the Kingdom, I think it's version 2, you can find it here. That is the most important video, and I'm fairly certain it will always be the most important video I will ever make, because the gospel of the kingdom is the center of my ministry. Now, another video that goes with it is the doctrine, the understanding of the Winepress judgment. So that is something people are asking about, people want to know about. And that one, I've done 3 versions because the Lord has given me a lot more revelation from the first time. And sometimes I make supplement videos to add to that revelation that God continues to give to me. Well, I combine that revelation into a new video. So to see that video, the Winepress Judgment version 3, I think I've got that right, version 3, you can see that video here. So that's 1, 2, 3, I think that's 4 videos. Now there's one more video. I was wondering if I was going to recommend it or not, but it's so important and it gives a lot of clarity to what happens to the carnal Christians in eternity, and is that their resurrection. So I want to push that and promote that. That's also a recent video, probably 2 weeks old, once again. And you can see that video, the second resurrection. It's not the first, it's the resurrection of the carnal Christians, and you can find that video here. Well, YouTube only allows you to put 5 videos up in the corner of the screen to refer you to. So I'm going to refer to some more. Look in the description. A series of videos I did called Discipleship, the series on discipleship. I believe there are 9 videos, and I'm not going to refer you, yes, I will refer you to them because I actually made a video that will point to all 9. How do you do that? Well, there's 5 in the video, and then I point to 4 below. To see my video that will point you to all 9 in my discipleship series, look in the description below. I believe I just call it my discipleship series. You'll find it. I'll put the name on the screen, but it will be found below. Discipleship is a very important growth process in your life where you seek to follow Christ and be his disciple. Oh, there's a deer up ahead. Oh, he ran into the bushes. And I gotta bypass this tree. I'll be right back, folks, as I bypass this tree. Oh, and look at all the turkeys. Yep, there's the deer. So growing in Christ is probably one of the main reasons why you've come to this channel. You want to learn how to grow in Christ and be in the kingdom. Well, being a disciple is the process of growing in Christ. And Jesus told us there are 9 things to do and be to be his disciple. So please check out that series. I know it might not be exciting, but if you seek to serve Christ, you should be excited about how you can do so and succeed in following him. Now, I did another series recently called The Foundational Principles. Now, they're listed in Hebrews 6, 1 through 2. I'm not going to list them here. But some of them I did teach years ago, and some of them I did not teach. And so I decided if I'm going to do this series, I need to finish it. So I have, I think, 6 videos on the foundational principles. These are foundational principles. The title gives you the understanding of its importance. If you want to grow in Christ, you should have the foundation solid. So once again, I will have it in the description, the playlist of the videos in the series. I'll put the playlist title or name of it on the screen, but once you find it, again, down below. The very first one is who is Christ, because he is our foundational stone. So I start with that. Some of them are not going to be very exciting, but some of them are very exciting, including the resurrection, which I did in the other video, which is part of the series, the second resurrection. And that was kind of an afterthought. I figured I want to bring more clarity to it. But you will see the resurrection of the dead, the first resurrection. You will see that the judgments, the several kinds of judgments. That's eternal judgment. That's one of the foundational stones. Baptisms. Okay, all that is part of the foundational teachings. So please check out once again in the description below to find that. Now I might think and find something later that I might find interesting that you might want to see. Look in the description for more. Once again, if you want to know about me, I shared the link in the previous video. Hit the video on about me. I'll link to that below if you did not get that in the last video. If you want to learn about me and my testimony, that's a good place to start. Well, that's it, folks. I want to give you a narrowing path, because I have over 500 videos, where to start. And those 5 first ones are pretty good. That's a really good place to watch. If you start with those and you watch that, you're going to get the majority of what I'm teaching. But I have other things you can learn besides those things. And again, discipleship and foundational principles are a really big part of your Christian walk, as it should be. Well, that's it, folks. We'll see you soon, Lord willing. If we're not raptured, if I'm not censored. God bless, folks. Have a good day. And please subscribe if you're new. God bless. Bye-bye.